Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing another skincare routine. If you've seen my other video that I posted a while ago, I did a skincare routine before. This one's going to be a little different. That was a skincare and makeup routine, but this one's just focusing on skincare so you can see some of my new skincare routines or any updates that I have overall. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first thing I do is go in with my Panoxyl 4% wash. I've used this face wash for years and it's really never done me wrong. You can get it at most stores and it's not a prescription, you can just get it on the shelf. The face wash is also really good because after a night out of makeup, after you take everything off, it also helps to clear away more of the leftover debris. The next thing I use is this Serum toner. This is also really good for a night out of makeup because again, it just also helps to clear away any leftover makeup that you think you might have gotten off with your makeup wipes, but still hasn't quite done the job. So I always use this as a backup whenever I'm taking off makeup. A lot of the cotton pads, they were falling apart. Clearly, I've been traveling way too much and they were just starting to get stale. So I might have to get a new pack, but this is also a hydrating toner, which is especially perfect for me. I noticed at some point that my skin was really dry, especially during the winter time. So it helps to just lock in some more moisture for my skin. The next thing I use is a vitamin C serum. I always like vitamin C stuff, mainly just for hyperpigmentation or just color correction and just evening skin tone overall. I just think that anything vitamin C is really perfect for that, especially getting rid of dark spots. I don't really get that many. However, after dealing with acne or pimples or anything like that, using a vitamin C serum is always the best way to clear up some of those marks and get them back to an even skin tone. The next thing is my go-to Aveeno lotion. I like it because it's very moisturizing. It's also really lightweight. And I also like that it doesn't have a fragrance. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with fragrance lotions or anything of the sort. However, I usually tend to vibe more and also my skin tends to react more to non-fragrance lotions. This is not sponsored, by the way, but it could be if they're willing to pay me. So I don't use the sunscreen all the time. I know people say that you should be using sunscreen in the winter and the summer all the time, but let's be real. I don't do it all the time. However, I really do like to put sunscreen on in the summertime at least. And again, my go-to is usually this Aveeno one just because it mixes lotion and sunscreen. So you're getting moisturized, but you're also putting sunscreen on simultaneously. So if you want a 2-in-1 solution, this is also really good. Because sometimes I get really lazy and it's more so it's less of me not wanting to put on sunscreen, but I've already put on lotion and then having to put on sunscreen is just too much of an extra step, So this is the perfect one for me in the summertime, a quick 2-in-1, and then I'm also making sure I'm protecting my skin. I also really like this because there's no white cast, which is sometimes what I get with other sunscreens. In this video, I didn't really use it just because, again, I wasn't going outside for the day and I just didn't feel like putting it on. I also just use any brand of aloe vera for anything really. If you see red spots on your face or anywhere on your skin, aloe vera helps to reduce that inflammation and just help deal with the issues overall. It also really helps me whenever I have dark spots or acne. I just put on aloe vera, and especially if I'm doing it overnight, it usually seems to minimize the problem or resolve it altogether. So I really just recommend any brand of aloe vera or even just the aloe plant itself. It really is a game changer and I use it all the time. The next thing I use is this. This is so perfect, especially for your under eye circles. I literally use this all the time, 2 times a day. Well, sometimes I forget, but when I don't forget, I use it so often. It's perfect if you have a late shift or you're up all night, or maybe you went to the club and you just want to get rid of those under eye bags or circles. This is such a quick fix and it works. It really does work. Being consistent obviously provides more accurate and better results, but even if you do forget, sometimes the under eye cream still proves effective either way, so highly recommend. The next part of my skincare routine is actually my lip care routine. So basically, I use this Sephora Hydrating Lip Balm. I love this. I have so many of the shades and colors just because it's hydrating, but it also gives you like a tint or gloss depending on what color you want. And it's just good. It's good. And then my other thing I use is Vaseline. Really love that. Only thing I wish is that it had like a little squeezy bottle, because sometimes I don't really like love the having to put my hand in the tub, especially like if it's not clean, like the tub of Vaseline, you know what I'm saying? And my lips get chapped like all the time. I drink a lot of water, but my lips still get chapped. So it's just really nice to have with me in case I need it, which I know I will. And then the last item, this is a scented lotion. Again, like I said before, I don't always use these, but I picked this up the other day and I actually really like the smell. And the fact that it's travel sized is perfect if you want to just throw it in your purse and just have it on the go, especially for a hand lotion as well. Okay, so this was my skincare routine. And if you guys want to see more of these skincare routines or get ready with me's, let me know down in the comments below.